What's up? So the next one I want to talk about here, if you're following along in the series, is a statement. It's a combined statement for the healing space, a presupposition on how you enter in and look at situations. But at the same time, as I've been doing, it's for you to look at the world differently, to have a presupposition for life. And we're going to talk about the twofold. It is everyone is doing the best they can with the resources they have available. And then the second part of it is all actions are fueled by a positive intent. So to summarize, we're all doing the best we can based on what resources we have, meaning what is the baggage of our past, right? Like our memories, our what we believe in, our values, what we've accepted to be true, how we've learned to survive. We're all doing the best we can because all actions are really fueled by a positive intent. Now, when you start to break this down, it gets pretty fascinating because, number one, you start to realize that we're all doing the best we can. So even if you see something or someone doing something ridiculous or out of control or just dumb or whatever you want to call it, we're all doing the best we can with the resources we have available. Now, some people haven't tapped into some of the resources they have available. We all have unlimited resources available. We have to tap into that capacity, right? And neuroscience shows us left and right and all that good stuff. So people are doing the best with the resources, and perhaps they need to establish more resources. But let's talk about the other one. Everything is fueled by a positive intent. We're all doing something based on a positive intent. Even if it looks malicious, the individual is fueling a positive intent. Now, that's where it can be really confusing, and that's where it can be pretty awesome, because what is a positive intent? Sometimes honoring that how do I say this? Okay, for example, if someone once told you that you were unworthy, then honoring that feeling of being unworthy is a positive intent to being in alignment with what you accepted to be true. So if you were a child and an adult said you're unworthy, you've accepted the truth, and anything you do to experience a feeling of unworthy is really fueled by a positive intent to agree with the belief that you accepted. Now, for some that might have been a big statement. For others, hopefully you're right with me. So we're all looking to do things based on a positive intent. And as long as we have the resources, we have the capacity. And we're doing the best we can with the resources we have available. So what do you do with that, right? First off, realize if you, particularly, right, unless you're a change worker, if you are doing something that is not in alignment with what you want to be doing, what you think to be true, to what feels good, right? You keep attracting the same crap or the heaviness or the bolt, whatever it is. And you realize that you really are acting with a positive intent, then we need to start to understand why you would receive what you're receiving as a positive intent, and healing can happen, right? At the same time, if you realize everyone's doing the best they can with the resources they have available, you can say, well, what resources do I have available? And you can adjust, or you can have patience for someone else and realize they just haven't tapped into those resources, but they're doing the best they can.